go from here? It's important as we wrap up the week, Thursday and Friday. Now remember, I talked about a couple of liquidity zones here, right? Firstly, if it's not in blue, it is not going to dump. So you don't see that we were in blue right here. Right, what you see was from yesterday, and watch yesterday's video, please. Links in the description so you can follow through every day's analysis. You can understand the thought process better. Right, yesterday's blockbuster was here. Once we broke out of that orange rhythm, off that beautiful yellow 5-day moving average right there, absolutely beautiful. We had that buying continuation, right, and we closed the cup. We gapped up in the morning, and that's fine because it was still in that green. Now I warned you about the orange, and you see it for yourself, isn't it? We started buying up in orange, so it seems like a slower grind up for the day, unlike yesterday, right? So you see how it started grinding up in that orange. Now this is still buying continuation. It's still buying. The orange algorithm is still a buying channel. You have to understand that. So once we continue heading up right here, you will not be surprised. That's the worst case scenario. I can tell you that of tomorrow. Now the worst case scenario tomorrow is we grind up in that orange all the way to that yellow 697. If that happens, there's no clear structure in the 1 minute, so be it. There will not be big moves. But what you want to see, hopefully, is if we do close the cup, right? We gap up in the morning, for example. If we do retest this, you want to see once again that green. Remember this green algorithm I told you to pay close attention to on the grabbing. See how it bounced off that green. Absolutely beautiful. The only problem with today was the buying was not strong. It was just in that orange buying continuation structure instead of that green. And likewise here, you want to be seeing more liquidity being built, especially with the green algorithm right there with the magenta. So maybe it's a 2-day action if we want to break out of range. So just pay close attention to that. All that, if it remains in the orange, why not? Right, so you have to understand how the market may want to move. Just pay close attention. If there is continued to be buying continuation structure right there. Now, there is some liquidity here for the bears. I want you to pay close attention. As I mentioned, if we do taper, you look out for the blue. If we do taper here with the blue, for example, right, you have to understand how to be looking out for reversals in this case. So the first will be this blue liquidity here, right here at the start of day. We see the market building some liquidity here, and this is unfinished business with the yellow right there. You see that. If not for the pink, this is heading down. Right, so there was pink today that was building that liquidity, and you see the pink building liquidity throughout the entire day, bringing us up level by level. Right, so it's important understanding the pink, and we identified it at 10 a.m. Right, you have to learn to do that, and that's why you join the Discord server, right, and you be able to pick it up from there. But anyway, understand that there is liquidity here, but you have to wait for blue to taper. Tapering takes time, so just be mindful of that. If this dumps right here, there is another liquidity here with, once again, the blue algorithm. So just be patient. If this wants to dump, you will not miss it. There are plenty, and I say plenty of liquidity if this wants to head down, right? So watch out for your 5-day and 20-day. By then it would have already converged. So this is very precious liquidity if the market wants to retest this in order to head down. So pay very close attention to this larger liquidity right here, right? This will coincide with your 685 yellow, and by then you would have lots of confirmation with all the blue algorithms. Will this be such a significant dump end of the week? Now you don't know, I don't know, but you prepare, because you know that the liquidity exists, and if someone big wants to dump this, you will not be surprised, because you would have seen it coming. So pay close attention to all these very important dump liquidity with the blue algorithm right there. You will not be caught by surprise. Now, what you want to worry about is if we do remain back in the wedge. See where this buying continuation reaches till and